If you're Gen X, female, stay here. Stay with me. It's going to take 5 minutes. I know that's a long TikTok, but I have something to share. I don't know how to feel right now. I'm somewhere between about to cry, about to laugh, about to celebrate, I'm everywhere right now. So I was driving to go to babysit my grandkids, and I'm listening to a podcast, and I hear all of these things about what we as women are all challenged with, which is feeling lost, feeling like you don't know who you are or where you're going next. We go through divorces, we go through breakups, we go through traumatic experience, or just life in general, and things change for us a lot, right? So why I feel angry at myself is because I have not taken the effort to make my P.O.W.E.R program out there, accessible. I feel like the one thing we're all missing is connection. We crave it, and I think after COVID, we got disconnected from everybody. Also, in our 40s and 50s, it's really hard for us to connect with other women and make friends because friend things are already established. Women have been concentrating on their kids for so long that they've kind of lost touch with making friends and making those connections. Another reason I feel really mad at myself is because if one person gave up because they felt alone, I feel like that's because I didn't get this out there. Recover Your Power isn't me. It's a program. It's a step-by-step thing that anybody can do at any time that practices self-love. People talk about self-love all the time, but they drop the ball when it comes to how do you do that. I have the answer, and I haven't been sharing it. I have been terrified to put myself out there and share this. And who am I, because my life isn't perfect? Who am I to listen to? I have survived a lot, and I'm a perpetual reinventor of my life. I lost my mother at 6. I was raped at 14. My dad moved away at 18, right when I had my first baby. I was a teenage mom. I've raised 3 kids who are now grown adults. I've gone through 2 divorces. I failed at multiple businesses. Are you still wondering why you should listen to me? It's because I survived them all, and I just keep going. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and have since I was 14 years old. Been on multiple medications for those things. I have attachment issues. I have an anxious attachment style, and I have a disconnect with being able to attach to anyone because I have abandonment issues. I have been in DV situations and experienced 2 years with a narcissist. I survived every single thing, and I use one method that I have not shared with anybody. I'm not a relationship coach. The only relationship I coach anybody with is the most important relationship, which is that relationship with yourself. Why do I call Gen X women in here? Because I'm a Gen X woman. I'm 51 years old. And I think we were raised kind of in the same, era, and we understand each other. If you've ever waken up at night and wish there was somebody to talk to because you can't sleep, and whatever you're going through, whether it be divorce or empty nest or a breakup or whatever it is, just feeling lost and there's nobody to talk to. I want to create a community where there's always someone to talk to. I want to teach people how to use the P.O.W.E.R method in order to truly figure out who they are and how to be themselves unapologetically. How to live their lives unapologetically. There's going to be stress. There's going to be ups and downs, and you can use this multiple times throughout your life. This is a tool, and it's super effective. And why I'm being so loud and so animated is because I believe so much in this that I can't shut up anymore. I can't turn it off anymore. I can't self-doubt myself out of putting this out there. Because when all of these things happened to me, I felt so alone. And the more I, involved in social media, the more I realized I am nowhere near alone. I wasn't alone in any of that. Other people are going through it. And I want to get this community together so that we have other people to talk to, and so that while I'm teaching what I'm teaching, you guys can work through it together and we can work through it together. What an amazing thing in our 40s and 50s and 60s to be making connections with other women who know what we're going through. I don't want you guys wallowing in, let's poor baby each other, which is where I come in to teach the power method in order to work through these things. And then you have people who are also working through it to support you and have your back. And you've got me that has your back. I'm talking to you. You're not alone. And this system is so doable and so easy to remember and so easy to go through every day, or even when you just are at a challenge period in your life. I know this works because I've used it. Is my life perfect? Not by a long shot, but I'm surviving. And now I'm going to start thriving because I'm going to do this. I want you to come with me because I don't want you to feel alone. I want you to have a community that backs you. I want you to learn a method that works. Eventually, I want to get, professionals in neuroscience and psychology and medical things, like with our hormones and things like that. I want this community to be strong. And instead of knocking each other down, like I see so much on social media, I want us to build each other up. I don't want you to feel alone for one more minute, because you're not. And the reason why I have so many feelings is because I have stopped myself from doing this. I have imposter syndrome big time. So this is part of me recovering my power. So if you're a Gen X woman, I really hope you've stayed around. It's been 6 minutes and 47 seconds and counting. And I hope that you've stayed around long enough to hear this. Please like this, share this, comment what you're going through. Let's build a community. Let's build each other up. And I cannot wait to tell you what these power steps are, how you can utilize them in your life. We're going to be journaling. We're going to be, I'm going to be speaking on it. We're going to do lives where you guys can interact with each other. There'll be chats where you can interact with each other. So if you're interested in a group like this, please leave me a comment. I don't care if it's just a heart or comment I'm in, comment let's go. I am so excited and I am so tired of sitting around and worrying about how I'm going to make this work. I'm just going for it. I will be on multiple different platforms. But because my form is mostly long content, it'll be on that one, that has long content format, has a Y and a T in it. But I'm going to let you know on here when things are going on. There's going to be a Discord where you guys can talk with each other and we can have big meetings. And if only one person is still here listening, join me. I think it's going to be so worth it. You know what? I don't think that. I know it's going to be so worth it for you to learn this method and for us to go through this together and for this community to build. I know it's going to be amazing. And I really want you to be a part of it. So if you know anyone Gen X, a Gen X woman, please repost this. Please send this to them. Share it to them. I usually don't, beg for likes and comments, but I think this is so important that people know that this is going to be out there. And I'm so excited about doing it. And I thrive off of interaction with other people in this thing. I don't want to just sit here and talk to myself by myself. I want to share it with you. Because if somebody would have been around when I was going through these tough times to tell me how to do it, that I wasn't alone, that there is so much better on the other side of the depression, the anxiety, the feeling lost, I would have been so happy. And that is my purpose. That's my goal. That's my passion. So share this with anybody our age. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they're hiding behind their Facebook smiles or their TikTok dances. And selfishly, it helps me out a lot if you share, comment, and like, because this has to hit the For You page. I think it is so important. Thanks for taking 10 minutes out of your day to listen and to pay attention, people.